if you ever thought what it'd be like to watch knights in full armor fight it out on foot with full contact weapons, then stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you all about it. So I'm Shark Whitebeard here at Shark's Tavern, and what I'm referring to is they have these night fights in full armor, full contact at the Renaissance fairs when they used to have them back in the day, and they're pretty cool. They had it kind of in a fenced off area, and these guys get pretty crazy, pretty wild, swinging their weapons around full contact, and they even got like these kind of like these pages walking around with staffs keeping people away from the fence on the outside, the railing, because I guess they could even get hit if they're standing too close when these guys go at it. And what they do is they have these guys in full plated armor, what I've seen them, and I guess they got to have inspectors that check out their armor to make sure that it's going to give them enough protection and they're not going to get hurt when they get into these fights. Their weapons don't have edges, but they're blunted, and they have these big guys going at it. They got like I've seen, they said they got 1-on-1, they go 5-on-5, they go 20-on-20. And the group, one of the groups we seen fight it out was these guys that said they sent a team over to Europe to fight it out with the different teams from different countries. And they said that the Russian teams are pretty crazy, pretty wild and crazy when they get out there. So they had they get out there, and there's this one guy, and they're swatting each other with these edge weapons and stuff. It's pretty crazy. And I see one, and what they do is when they knock you down, they knock a guy down, he can't get back up, and he's out of it until there's nobody standing, nobody left standing. And of course, if you start knocking the other guys down, and then they can get like two guys on one or 2 or 3, whatever, until there's guys left. What they did was I seen some guy run around the backside of this other guy and just swat him on the back of the head with this hammer. And the guy didn't go down. So the armor really gives them good protection, and nobody's getting injured. The guys, when between fights and bouts, they're sitting in the shade and they're hydrating, they're drinking Gatorade, trying to get their strength back and stay hydrated, because I imagine the armor's pretty hot to be performing like that in the summer, fighting it out like that. And they're big guys, and I looked at someone and got to go and talk to them and chat with them and see what it was like. They have blacksmiths that are there when these guys, they're pulling off their armor and they're hammering them the dents out of it and putting their armor back on them and stuff between fights and bouts. Some of the guys, I said, wow, they're big guys. I said, you know, they're American guys. And I talked to someone, I said, well, you must have played football at one point in your life. And they said, oh yeah, I played football. And I said, well, what's the difference between football and this? And they said, this is way more intense, dude. And they said it was pretty fun, just going at it like that. So hopefully when the Ren Fair season starts up again, and I'm thinking that they're going to start up, or some say they're going to start up again this year. And I can't wait to go and see the guys fighting off on foot like that. It's a great, it's really fun to watch, and it's see these guys go at it. They're just as competitive as any athletes you ever seen. And it must be, and I think some of their armor, I think they said you can spend as much as $10,000 on a suit of armor to give you that protection and stuff. And the way they got there, they said a lot there. Believe it or not, it's not just brute strength. There's a lot of skill involved to weld your weapons and know how to fight. And sometimes they even go at it with tactics, trying to lure the other guys out to attack and who's going to defend and stuff like that. It's a really great thing, and you watch these guys do it, and you get to talk with them and visit with them after the fights and get their input. It's pretty cool. Something you want to miss if you ever get a chance to witness these things. It's really worth seeing. So if you like videos like this, please subscribe, share, like, give me a thumbs up, and let me know. Thanks a lot.